Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will break down a trade that I took recently, made 50% of my investment in 10 seconds. That means the difference between my entry and exit was only 10 seconds. And just to make it a bit more insane, I took this trade within the first 2 minutes of market open. In this video, I will break down the technicals, the strategy behind the trade, how I used level 2 and tape to score the perfect entry right at the open, and how I managed my position. So make sure that you guys watch this video till the end and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading. So the trade I'm talking about in this video, I took this trade on 29th of July. So let's focus on the stocks I was watching for that day. I post my daily game plan on the Discord group. So if you guys want to be part of our Discord group, the link will be in the description box below. The very first stock I was watching is Snow, because if you look at the one-day chart on Snow, it's looking really good for the break of this 270 to 280 zone. This zone has been acting as a good support and resistance for about a year now, since the start of this year, so about 7 months. And now on the one-day chart, it broke towards the upside, found some resistance near that zone, pulled back to the moving averages, and now it's holding these moving averages and the 270 level. My play on 29th of July was to take it right at the open for the break of 270 level for a continuation towards the upside near 275 and 280 level. I won't create any more suspense for the trade that I took right at the open within the first 5 minutes of open and made 50% on that trade was on Snow itself, and Snow was on my primary watch for that day. The second stock I was watching for the day is AMD, because AMD had a crazy move the day before. On 28th of July, after the earnings, it moved from $90, the low of the day was around $89, to $98, $99. That is around $10 move on AMD within one day. If you look at the average true range of AMD, that is how much the stock moves on an average on a daily basis. That is around $3 on AMD, and it moved $10 on Wednesday. That was 28th of July, which is a crazy move on it. That is the reason I was looking at AMD for a continuation towards the upside, because $100 is a very good psychological level on AMD, and the high of the day, the all-time high before that day was 99.23. And if we go back and look at the chart of AMD from 29th of July, it broke $100 level. So this stock was also another stock from my watch list, which was really, really good. The third stock I was watching for the day is mRNA. I wasn't a big fan of mRNA, and I give my reasons every single day for a stock I'm watching, why I am watching that stock and why I am not a big fan of that stock. It's back near all-time high above the 350 resistance level, 360 followed by 362. That is the all-time high levels on watch for upside. We'll check relative volume, so that is critical. As on this one, as yesterday it was really low, that means on 28th of July the volume on mRNAs was very low. We can see that on the one-day chart as well. So if a stock has declining volume, I don't like trading it, because you don't see any good moves either side towards the upside or towards the downside. We can look at the daily volume. It's been on the decline for the past 4-5 days. That's why I was watching mRNA, but it wasn't on my primary watch. Finally, the last two stocks I was watching for 29th of July is DocQ and NVDA, because DocQ was looking really good on the one-day chart. I like these bullish wicks on the one-day chart for a move towards the upside. But the thing on DocQ is that, again, the volume is on the decline. That's why this wasn't on my primary watch. Then my last stock I was watching for the day is NVDA. I loved NVDA because it was holding this trend line, the one-day trend line, for the past few weeks. It broke that trend line the day before. I was looking for a continuation towards the upside for the break of 196 towards $200 level, which is a good technical level and a psychological level on NVDA as well. This is the recording of my trade on Snow. I'm gonna let the recording run and try to explain myself, because this trade requires a bit more explanation of level 2 and time and sales and what I saw on the order flow. At the open, this was the pre-market high. This dotted line, $270 level, first of all, is the pre-market high. Now, for me, I'm looking for an opening range breakout towards the upside. So if it makes a 1-minute opening range, I'm going to take this trade towards the upside. If it breaks out of the opening range, that is my strategy. But I'm going to use level 2 and the time and sales to my advantage on this trade. At the open, we saw that 270 is the pre-market high, respected that level. 270 is the high of the day back then. Then it found some support here. That is the previous day close. This dotted line, the bold dotted line, is the previous day close. So within the first 1 minute, we are seeing that it's making this range between $269.32 and $270 level. Another thing to note on this chart is that right at the open at 30.01, we saw 20,000 approximately, that is 40,000 shares. people are hitting the ask at $270 level. So right at the open, I was already kind of long biased on this trade because people are hitting the ask to go above $270 level. The next profit target for me, according to my daily levels, is $275 level. If you catch $5 move on Snow right at the open, you're going to make a lot of money because I have traded Snow options previously. Now, right around $270 level. What is happening here is, I'm going to pause this recording. We can see that the ask is at 269.96. We are seeing a lot of orders going through about the $270 level. This means even though the ask is holding at 269.96, we see these dark green orders. These dark green orders on my platform, Dash Trader Pro, they mean that people are hitting above the ask price. That means buyers are very aggressive. I'm gonna paint a picture of what's happening here. So a seller is there, like I'm gonna sell my Snow at 269.96, but buyer is eager to get in that position. Buyer is like, no, I want more shares. So I'm gonna pay instead $270 level. I'm gonna pay above the ask price to get filled in that position. If I see something like this happening on the time and sales, that the buyers are very aggressive, we are seeing a lot of green. We are rarely seeing any red on the time and sales. That is the first thing. Second thing is that people are hitting above the ask price. So these are two confirmations on the time and sales and level 2 for me to take this trade. What I'm waiting for at this point is that I'm just waiting for the bids and asks to go above $270 level. I'm seeing the orders going through about 270. I'm just waiting for the ask to go above 270. And as I saw ask going above 270, I got filled 5 contracts at a premium price of $4 each. That means I'm paying $400 per contract. This is a very small trade, only $200 on this trade because I'm trading right at the open. I don't like to take my big position around $5,000 to $10,000 investment right at the open because if the trade goes against you, it's going to be a huge loser as well. I don't like retiring myself within the first 5 minutes because sometimes these things happen. I take a trade right at the open, it goes against me, I reach my max stop loss for the days and then I can't take any other trade. That's why if I'm trading the open, if it's a very good risk to reward play like this one, my stop loss was 269 break towards the downside and my profit target was $4 above the current price. I took it around 270.5. My profit target is 275 and stop loss is 269. As I broke earlier in this video that my profit target was $275 level, that's why when I saw a bit of rejection around $275 level, you can see that the high of the day was 274.96. I covered 3 of my contracts at a premium price of 6.30. I was trading 270 calls, same week expiry. You can see that my entry was at 31.36. That means I entered at 9:31.36. After 10 seconds, I exited my position, 3 of my contracts at a premium price of 6.30. If you're not an options trader, that means I paid $400 for 1 contract. I took 5 contracts in total. I exited each contract, 3 of my contracts for $630. That is a 50% return of your investment. You made $230 in the positive by investing only $400 per contract, which is insane. I was holding my 2 contracts to see if it can test the VWAP and go towards the upside because the 9 EMA is around $271 level. This VWAP is around 272.5. So this pullback was expected. But as you guys know, if I take a partial on a position, my stop loss for that trade will be break even always. So if the contracts come back to $4, that was my entry point, I will get out of that position. I don't want to let my green trade turn into a red trade. That's a very bad habit. It's in my habit that if I take a partial, my stop loss will always be break even. That's why when I saw that the premiums are coming back to $4 level, I covered my remaining position at a premium price of 4.67. I just fast forwarded this recording by around 30 to 40 minutes. You can see it's now 10:13 a.m. on 29th of July. My exit on Snow was right here at the top, 3 of my contracts. I took 2 contracts out and within the next 2 minutes, I took 2 contracts out on this candle. And you can see it never broke the high of the day. That's why, first of all, if you're trading the open, you have to be quick with your entries and exits because if the stock goes against you, my habit kind of saved me. My habit of taking my last contract, my remaining positions out at the break even. If I would have held to this position for the break of high of the day, I would have maybe taken my contracts out here, but that's not my strategy. I just like to stick to my habit, my rules, because the stock market is not supposed to make sense. What is supposed to make sense is your strategy, your rules, your discipline, and your account management, risk management, and everything like that. I skipped this recording a bit more so you guys can see it's 10:52 a.m. now, almost 11 a.m. I turned off my recording after this. I only record the first 1.5 to 2 hours of market open every single day. My only trade for the day was on Snow. I made around 45% winner in total. In total, I invested $2,000 on this trade. I made $850 in return within the first 5 minutes of market open, which is the crazy thing about day trading. In theory, if I would have exited all my contracts here on 31.46, this would have been more than 50% winner, but I can't think like that. My strategy is to take my partial and hold the rest of my contracts to see if it can test $280 level, because that was still a good risk to reward trade. That's it guys, this was my only trade for the day. I tried to explain level 2, time and sales, my strategy behind this trade, the risk to reward and everything in the best possible way I could. So give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading. If you guys have any questions, post a comment down below. I go through all the comments, so I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow me there, because I post a lot of good trading content on Instagram as well. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.